What's up guys, Triple J here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Immortal Abomination. So I wanted to get back to doing these types of videos, and Immortal Abomination fits the bill. I have them ranked up at rank 3. He's easy to use, easy to understand. I know not a lot of people would have him as a 7-star, but a lot of people would have him as a 6-star, and you know, you might have never used him, never ranked him up. So I wanted to make a video of someone that I have at rank 3, easy to use, easy to understand, and Immortal Abomination fits that bill. With that being said, let's talk about Immortal Abomination. Alright, so let's head to our favorite punching bag, Winter Soldier, and let's go through some of Immortal Abomination's abilities and specials. So the first thing with Immortal Abomination is that on contact, he has a 15% chance to inflict a poison debuff on the opponent. This poison debuff also reduces health recovery by 30%. Not only Abomination inflicts poison on the opponent, he also inflicts poison on himself. For every 10th basic attack landed by either champion, Abomination is inflicted with an indefinite poison debuff. Also, each poison debuff on Abomination grants him physical resistance. Now, while Abomination is poisoned, each time he blocks an attack from the opponent is inflicted with a weakness debuff, reducing attack rating by 30% for 2 seconds. So let's talk about the special attack 2, or the SP2. The SP2 activates a toxic aura for 10 seconds. While this aura is active, it consumes 1 poison debuff on Abomination every 2 seconds to keep the aura paused. Now, during Toxic Aura, standing near the opponent inflicts 1 poison debuff every second. Each stack of Toxic Aura beyond the first increases the speed that it inflicts poison by 25%, and the Toxic Aura can stack up to 4 times. Now, when the opponent is inflicted with 10 poison debuffs, those are converted into Acid Burn, and Acid Burn is a passive dealing direct damage over 5 seconds. While Acid Burn is active, the opponent is inflicted with an indefinite poison debuff, and that debuff reduces health recovery by 30%. Also, the opponent cannot gain any more personal debuffs on them. Also, while striking an opponent suffering from Acid Burn, the attacks are unblockable, and you also deal a burst of physical damage. Okay, so let's talk about the special attack 1, or the SP1. On activation, it inflicts a non-stacking petrified debuff of 20% potency for 25 seconds. Also, it inflicts 4 poison debuffs on Abomination, and it inflicts 6 if Toxic Aura is active. Alright, now for the SP3, or the special attack 3. It inflicts Acid Burn, dealing direct damage over 5 seconds, and each stack in the Toxic Aura inflicts an additional Acid Burn. Also, until the next time Toxic Aura expires, it becomes enhanced, increasing the time it takes to consume a poison by 0.5 seconds. Okay, so now that we have gone through Abomination's abilities, let's get into some fights. So the first fight I'm going to showcase is in Alliance War, and this is the first node, and it has personal space regeneration. And the only thing we're going to be worrying about is managing things rock stacks. So the general rotation you guys are going to see me use is SP2 and then spamming SP once after. That's all. The poisons and the acid burn will do all the work. Just keep the toxic aura pause and you're good to go. So this next fight, we're going up against a Man Thing in Act 9. Now this node has some strong regen and some strong power gain to it as well. The SP1, as you recall, the potency of the Petrify is 20%. But when I-Bomb applies Acid Burn, he applies a 60% Petrify on the opponent as well. So when you combine the two, it makes the Petrify more potent, and it really helps in terms of reducing the power gain that any opponent, or in this case Man Thing, would be getting. Alright, so this last fight I'm going to showcase is in the Ordeal, and it's the first fight, which is Dr. Doom. And I-Bomb was basically made for Dr. Doom, and for this fight he handles Dr. Doom pretty well. Alright, so lastly, let's talk about the signature ability. And when awakened, the self-inflicted poison stack limit is increased to 12. As you remember, the limit right now is at 10. And Abomination self-inflicts 3 poisons at the start of each fight. Also, the poison, petrify, and acid burn effects last longer. So the higher the sig, the longer those effects last. In my opinion, the awaken ability is not needed, is a nice to have. Because as you guys can see that even unawakened, he's still pretty effective. It doesn't take away from what he does. So once again, the signature ability is a nice to have, but not needed. And that's Immortal Abomination in a nutshell. So easy to use, easy to understand, simple rotation. You can throw him in a Battlegrounds deck and he can be used for offense or defense. So yeah, that will be it. Let me know what you guys think of the video, where I can improve. I want to do more vids like this, and if there's a champion that you guys want me to do a video on, just let me know in the comments below. Just shoot them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to accommodate your requests. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.